Ooh, not bad at all, but definitely something is missing. Good people, I'm Dmitry from Hardware Canucks, and today let's see how we can improve your desk setup with some RGB. There's a meme way of doing it, and of course a more tasteful approach that makes you appreciate all the components, match your mood, or really sync with a particular game too. This is an example of all your components reacting to what's happening in the game, both in terms of color sync and your health status, for example, which is really immersive. And so we'll cover many of the iCUE products in this video, plus see the iCUE software in action. The beauty of RGB setups is your personal spectrum of complexity or simplicity, and the benefits of RGB loyalty as the control through a single piece of software. iCUE in this case is very powerful. Let's begin with an easy but a beautiful RGB addition to your space with the MM700 mouse mat. These sizes are very popular that cover both your keyboard and the mouse, but now with the extra ambient perimeter illumination that has a beautiful spill on your desk, the cloth material is comfortable on the skin and no problems with the tracking either. Of course, wireless peripherals complement this choice to avoid additional cables, as the mouse mat actually has 2 additional USB ports, perfect for wireless mice or headsets. I love setting the gradient effect here that has a really smooth transition between the colors, and they're all surprisingly accurate to what you set in iCUE software. On top of that, I have the K100 RGB keyboard, a true CORSAIR flagship with real beautiful illumination work all around. This is the most RGB CORSAIR has put in a keyboard, and it really shows, with vibrant side lighting and clear housing RGB switches that put in a lot of work to shine through the PBT keycaps. Now, some of you might question the practicality behind RGB on a wireless mouse, but aside from looking absolutely gorgeous and giving you the low battery status, there is none. The Dark Core RGB Pro Wireless is just a solid mouse that gives RGB a good name, plus the side strips are perfectly visible while in use. Then we have these less traditional means of RGB, but they are super unique for a desk setup, the iCUE LT100 towers. Aside from the really impressive uniformity and color vibrancy on the vertical towers in the base, you can position them to face you or the wall for some ambient spill. They look fantastic on camera, but even better in person. I usually run these in solid orange or light blue colors, but if you need some dynamics, there are plenty of pretty effects to choose from. A third tower can be added for angled desks, and it even has a removable headphone holder on which Virtuoso RGB Wireless XT can live and also vibe very well with all the illumination in your setup because of the side lit up pixels that, can I just say, matches so well to all other peripherals in color. CORSAIR, you done good. If you are after some concealed illumination behind the monitor, for example, or the desk, the iCUE LS100 strips are a more traditional approach to RGB, but with simple installation and really beautiful ambient spill towards the wall. The magnetic mount is very much appreciated, so you can remove the strips without any glue problems, so you can be flexible with installation between the monitor or desk illumination, for example, with all the ambient lighting effects that are easy on the eyes and have a pretty spill all around. And just like with the towers, expansion kits are available to cover more ground for really bright and colorful setups. Now, if you got the CORSAIR Xeneon monitor, all of the OSD can be directly controlled via iCUE, which is a neat integration for not only switching between picture profiles, but also fine-tuning all those individual settings to your preference. I love this feature to remove sharpness from some games, I'm talking to you, Escape from Tarkov, and also add warmth so it's comfy on the eyes. Now here's a quick look at how to configure all these RGB goodies in iCUE, so you can either sync all your peripherals and hardware in the same color, and that works with everything that's currently connected to iCUE. Of course, all the individual controls are available here per product, with options to add lighting layers and effects with the plus sign. Also, do not forget about the hardware lighting feature for all compatible items that will kick in if iCUE is not yet running in the background. This is pretty useful for the LT100 towers or the LS100 strips while the PC is booting up, so you can still display all your favorite color or effects while iCUE is not yet running. And I'm glad this whole ecosystem of products works so well together in terms of color harmony and effects, and will definitely add a fun splash of color to your space. not just for social photos for Instagram, but for your real enjoyment too. And until next time, RGB responsibly, my friends.